Hi, it's Dr. Haley here, and today we're going to be talking about how to teach the perfect plié. Now, pliés are an important part of classical ballet training. We like to teach pliés from the age of 18 months in my ballet school. Teaching pliés to preschoolers can be a challenge, so we like to start with the feet in parallel. That allows dancers to concentrate on the bending action of the knees without having to worry about where the feet are or how to support their turnout. Dancers shouldn't be working in turnout till around the age of 3. This is because their lower limb musculature isn't sophisticated enough yet to support the knees and the hips working in that turnout position. So right from the very beginning, keep those feet in parallel. The most important thing about pliés is to try and keep the heels on the floor. What we're doing is stretching and lengthening the tendons of the muscles of the back of the lower leg, the gastrocnemius and the soleus. So keep those heels on the floor as we bend and stretch. Pliés also build quadriceps strength. Quad strength is important for all of the jumping that we'll be doing later on in ballet. Another really important point when helping dancers to execute the perfect plié is to keep the upper body nice and tall. Young dancers will often struggle and bend at the waist as they're bending down and stretching up. Don't be too picky about this. This is perfectly normal at this stage until they can get the concept of lifting their torso and keeping it nice and still, and it's just the knees that bend. This will come with time and maturity as they get more control over their body. As dancers get older, we can start to think about the front of the ankle as well as the rear. When you're executing pliés, it's important to relax the front of the ankle. Here you can find a tendon called the anterior tibial tendon. If this tendon is rigid, it's going to severely limit the bend that you're able to achieve in plié. So when dancers are around 6 or 7 years old, you can start to draw their awareness to the front of the ankle, making sure that the ankle is fully relaxed and that anterior tibial tendon isn't strung tight. Practice some pliés with the front of the ankles tightened and practice it with them relaxed, and see the difference in how deep you're able to get your pliés. A lot of dancers mistake a shallow plié for having tight Achilles tendons, when this isn't the case. Often, shallow pliés are a result of tightening of the anterior tibial tendon, and this is a quick fix to help dancers to be able to get off to a great start in pliés right from an early age. When you're doing pliés in turnout, make sure that your knees are tracking right over your big toe. This goes without saying, but when you're doing your pliés, turnout must be maintained. If dancers are pliéing and their knees are coming inwards towards the front, this can do some real damage to the knee joint over time. There are special discs of cartilage called menisci in the knees, and over time, too much medial or lateral loading repetitively can cause damage to them, and this damage we can't ever repair. So make sure when your dancers are working in turnout that they're tracking with their knees over their toes. We like to teach this to ages 3 and up by using the imagery of having a big ballet window. What does it look like when our ballet window is closed? That's what we don't want with our turnout. So with our toes in a narrow turnout and our big ballet windows are as wide as we can make them, here we help dancers to create muscle memory around correct pliés in turnout. Enjoy pliés with your dancers, and I'll see you at the studio.